10 took it to 10.
I usually have an answer to the question, but this time I'm gonna be quiet.
Welcome to another episode of Around the 412. I'm Tyler, and with me, as always, are Smitty and Herb. We are part of the PodHub Network. You can check us out and multiple other podcasts out at podhubnetwork.com, or go check out PodHub Network on Twitter at PodHub Network.
True. I feel like there's like a very somber mood
little
today.
bit.
Like
It's
the way
also
that you even
early.
said that, it was just like
Yeah.
very monotone and just.
It's a mix of that and it's early.
It is early.
This is like the second earliest we've done an episode, I think.
Yeah, I remember. What was it? The one time
Yeah.
when we had. Was it the second time we had Jared on? It had to be early or something. We had a guest on.
yeah.
It like had to be very early
It
for
mi-
them to be able to.
I don't think it was Jared.
It wasn't Jared. Jared was in the evening.
Oh wait, yeah, that's right. Because he was out. He was doing like that baseball thing in Arizona.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know who it
Who
was.
was it?
I'm not
Time
sure.
to go back through the archives.
But anyway, yes, we are part of the PodHub Network. We are also sponsored by Keats Barbershop, located at 180 Brighton Avenue in Rochester, PA. Open 10 to 7 Tuesday through Friday and 9 to 4 on Saturday. And every Tuesday he does $5 off for military personnel, first responders, and nurses. Again, that's Keats Barbershop at 180 Brighton Avenue in Rochester. Also, right now with Christmas time coming up until December 20th, he's running Keats Christmas Drive. You take a monetary donation, toys, clothes, whatever it might be, and you get $5 off your next tour service. Keeping up with the Christmas theme here, the season of giving, we have a Rock Around the 412 Year 2 underway. And actually, this Saturday is like the last day of it. So anybody that's listening, this is your last chance to get involved with it. It's our pinned tweet on Twitter. The money this year going to families that need it at Christmas time to give the kids the Christmas they deserve. We do have 3 families, so every dollar goes to them, and you guys are going to be rewarded with some great prizes for doing so. So, again, that's our pinned tweet on Twitter. Takes you straight to the GoFundMe. You can check out all the information. There's a mission on there and everything. So, but other than that, we can start talking about sports.
Yeah.
So originally, when the season ended, and we knew that Derek Cole was a free agent, pretty much right away it came out that he wasn't going to sign with the team until the new year. But it looks like now, potentially, the market's going to move fast for him. That's the report, with the Yankees, Angels, and Dodgers leading the way. But, the way I see it, it's kind of like the Yankees and Angels at the top, a couple tiers, then the Dodgers, a couple tiers, and then like the
everyone
Phillies,
else.
White Sox. Yeah. I see the Rangers a little bit, but like, yeah, I don't know. The Rangers are trying to do something because
I
they're
guess
in the
it's
mix
the
for
new
Rendon.
stadium. I guess it's the new stadium. Get
Yeah.
people to come out.
When teams get a new stadium, yeah, they're just like, we got to
Yeah.
get like one piece to sell tickets, like one major piece.
I mean, Garrett Cole's a huge piece. That
Yeah.
that would be worth it. But
But anyway, so the way I see it, it's for me between the Yankees and Angels.
Oh,
And there was an Angels writer that just like tweeted the eye emojis last night, and it was like, okay, is this, Eve O'Neill quoted it and said, thank God. Like, I honestly feel like rooting for Garrett Cole to knock it to the Yankees
yeah,
is rooting for like somebody to come to the Pirates for me.
a little bit.
That's the way I feel about it.
Yeah, a little bit.
I want him to be an Angel. And it also has to do with, like, I love Mike Trout, obviously,
Yeah.
like, who doesn't? And Otani's there, too. Like, Garrett Cole there would just be so fun.
Yeah, and it's not like they had a bad pitching staff. I mean, well, wasn't great.
They haven't invested in it. They keep trying to,
Yeah.
like, go with this low-budget rotation,
Yeah,
and it really hasn't worked. Like, they counted on, like, a reclamation project in Matt Harvey.
oh, I forgot about that.
Obviously, unfortunately, they lost one of their starting pitchers who was actually starting to, like, come into his own last year.
Yeah,
But yeah, the Angels are definitely in need of a guy like this. They definitely need Garrett Cole to me more than the Yankees.
yeah. The Yankees don't need anything.
The Yankees,
If anything,
me-
they need to get out from under Stanton's contract. That's it.
yeah, and they already lost the guy to the Phillies that I thought they would sign when they missed out on Garrett Cole. Because I'm surprised that a pitcher signed before
Yeah.
Cole did. Was Zach Wheeler signing a 5-year, $118 million deal with the Phillies?
I think Wheeler's thing was like, this is the most money I'm going to be offered. Like once they sign, it's going to probably stay around there.
Yeah, I mean that's a great contract for him. I mean, a lot of people feel like he's a much better pitcher than what he's shown with the Mets, and the underlying numbers are very good.
Yeah.
But are the Phillies the right team to bring it out of him? That's the question for
Yeah.
me, because I actually really like Zach Wheeler, but I'm not so sure on the fit.
Also, the Phillies are just trying to bankrupt themselves, aren't they? They're trying
Yeah,
to sign
they really
Rendon
don't
and
care
Didi
about
now.
they don't care about the luxury tax.
Yep. Yeah, they're just trying to win, and now might not be the time with the Braves.
Yeah, but I mean they kind of put themselves when you sign Bryce Harper to the contract he did,
Yeah.
and then fall apart the way that they did last year.
For the second year
I mean,
in a
they're
row.
desperate. They're desperate to do something to show the fans that move was worth it.
Yeah. 2 years in a row, they've completely choked in the second
So
half.
they signed Josh Harrison.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was their big move. When they miss out on Cole, Rendon, it should end up being
If they miss out on Didi, Harrison's definitely going to be on their opening day
It's
roster.
like, yeah,
I
but did you
guarantee
see
it.
how he played when he was with Kutch? We're hoping to do the same thing.
Yeah. Speaking of Rendon, though, so him and Boris are looking for a 7-year deal, but he has said that he has plans to retire at 35. So a 7-year deal puts him at 36.
Oh. Huh.
Mm-hmm.
So who's lying?
So he's trying to get He's trying to get a year. He's trying to get paid for a year he's not playing.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Phantom injury his last year.
Bobby Bonilla, just take that last year and spread it out over the rest of your life.
And with Rendon, I also saw that he met with a couple more teams. The Dodgers were included in that.
Of course.
And Justin Turner's on the last year of his contract, and he had kind of been mixing in at first base as well, too. So, I mean, I guess that would be the plan. You have Rendon at third,
Yeah.
Talk about a team that's desperate.
Turner at first,
Dodgers need to win.
Dude.
Muncy and Cedar.
All you need is pitching. Your pitchers just choke in the playoffs.
Yeah, and I mean, you have Walker Bueller. You lost Ryu and Rich Hill, but he was hurt for a lot of
Did Ryu
last year
sign yet?
anyway.
Did Ryu sign yet?
No.
Okay.
And I know that the Dodgers are interested in bringing him back.
Yeah.
The Twins are interested in him.
I would be too. I mean, he's a little older, but God, the season he had last year.
Yeah, I mean that's what I think that a lot of teams are just looking for short term, but are willing to give him 18 to 20 million
Yeah.
a season. Speaking of money though, the Cubs have pretty much told free agents that they aren't signing anybody until they clear salary.
And yeah, they might be trading multiple people.
So
Yeah.
Until they trade Chris Bryant.
Well, apparently Wilson Contreras is first to go,
Mm.
but I have a feeling it's going to be more than that.
I don't know internally what like their position really is,
It's strange to
but
hear.
it's a bad like Wilson Contreras. There's not that many good catchers in baseball.
Yeah.
And Wilson Contreras is one of the few very good ones. And you know what Chris Bryant is at the top of his game. Unfortunately, the shoulder injuries kind of hindered him.
Yeah.
And Javi Baez has been like close to an MVP candidate the last couple
Which
seasons.
is insane.
So, and it's gonna be probably one of those three.
Yeah.
And I know that they're interested in a reunion with Castellanos, but they can't even talk about that until.
I love hearing the Cubs being in a shitty situation.
And you even look at their pitching as well. I mean, they lost Cole Hamels, obviously, who was actually pretty decent for them. I don't know if I would have paid him $18 million for a season like the
Yeah.
Braves did,
Yeah.
but
And Yu's still there. He still has something.
Yeah.
Quintana hasn't been.
the strikeout rate has been very good for you, Darvish. I'm just,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
When he hangs a pitch, he hangs a pitch. You know?
Yeah, Quintana wasn't worth what they gave up.
No.
Um,
Look at that.
John
Tony.
Lester, I mean,
He's old.
yeah.
What can you say?
Hendricks,
You never know with him. I mean, I
But-
could see him still pitching well like he did the past season and a half, I want to say.
but it's just you throw it like Hendricks, the 2016 season he had that was ridiculous.
I think it was 7. What year did they win the World Series?
16.
Yes.
Okay, and then you look at like what Lester was,
Yeah.
what you Darvish was, what Quintana was, and now all those guys are kind of just like average. Like at best, they're like 2s and 3s.
Yeah.
They don't have a number one starter there anymore. But I mean, that's what happens with age.
Embrace the suck.
Speaking of sucking, Jordan Lyles signed a 2-year, $16 million deal,
That's
which
gonna
he sucked with the
backfire.
Pirates.
Yeah.
But what he did with the Brewers before coming here, and also once he left again, was pretty good. So $8 million a season from the Rangers. I'm not sure what role they'll put him in, but and you look at what they've done recently with reclamation pitchers, kind of like what the Pirates of the past were.
Yeah.
Like Mike Minor, what he did there.
Yeah.
The year that Lance Lynn just had last year was very good.
God, that was dumb.
After being pretty bad with the Yankees when he got moved there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know, it's $8 million a season. I'm not sure if they'll have him in the rotation.
I don't know. Bring in the Brewers
Or-
pitching coach. That's all you need.
Hey, they took our assistant hitting coach, so
They did.
Yeah.
They did.
we needed something back. And we were, I mean, their assistant GM was like one of the candidates, but that
Yeah.
obviously didn't happen. So I mean, we got to get somebody from that organization.
Right.
There's been too much smoke there.
Yelich.
Well,
I was going to talk to players. You just jump it right there.
Just go for the top.
everyone else has been leaving that organization, so
Yeah, I'm curious to see what they do. I
Yeah.
mean, just
the
talk
whole
about the
NL
division.
Central is gonna suck. I'm telling you right now. There's gonna be one
Sucked
team that
last
wins.
year.
Yes, there's
It's going to be the
one
NFC
team-
East.
Yeah, watch 3 teams make it over 500, but like only one of them finishes with more than 85 wins.
I mean,
Watch us finish with like 68.
That'd be depressing.
that's like the Pirates are going to be the worst in my opinion. Like, and I don't have really a problem with it. I mean, I've been hoping for a rebuild
Yeah,
for some time, so like, I'm completely fine if that's what they do. If they don't rebuild and they're still in last place, it's going to be stupid. Because,
Yeah.
as you mentioned, with how bad the division's going to be, if you're going to go for it, like, which I don't think they should, but I'm just throwing a scenario out there. With how bad the division's going to be,
but
if
what
you're going
if
to go for it, actually go for it.
what if the entire division's within 5 games of each other with 2 months left in the season? Do you at least try?
After you traded
Yeah,
Marte, possibly Bell.
whoever.
No, you don't at least try. Because that's where they got us. That's what happened 2 years ago when we traded for Chris Archer and
Well, no, they
Keanu
bought.
Kella.
I'm saying after the trade deadline.
Do you try?
Yeah, like not fuck with the team. Just you try and actually make the playoffs.
I mean,
Yeah, sure. If the
Sure.
players, I mean, I don't think the players aren't going to
I think,
try.
I think the
No.
players should try all year.
Yeah,
No, but like instead of, I don't want to say instead of like having a Jason Martin on the roster, playing every other game, you know. Even though he very well might.
so not giving young guys time
Yeah.
at the end of the year.
Yeah, like do you try and
I
make
mean,
a push with?
Yeah,
the
I guess
guys
sure.
you have.
As long as it's guys that are currently on the roster.
Yeah. I agree with that.
But honestly, like looking at the division, if
It's
if
so
the
weird.
if the Reds bring in like let's say Ryu, like he might be a good fit
Oh.
there.
Didn't even think about that.
I don't know. Like I could see them
Hopefully they don't.
making noise in the division.
Yeah. I mean the
Like
Cardinals.
that's
are the
how
Cardinals.
that's how high I am on the fit for Mike Moustakas there
Oh, I
at
agree.
their ballpark.
Yeah.
Like I like Mike Moustakas regardless anywhere, but that ballpark
It's a
especially
launching pad.
is yeah.
Absolutely. I don't want to think about
I'm
it.
so mad about it.
I
Yeah,
don't
we're
wanna
going to
think
finish
about it.
last. It is what it is.
What's
Tommy-
doing third now?
Tommy Pham was traded to the Padres
And Blake Snell's not
for
happy.
for Hunter Renfroe, Xavier Edwards. There was a couple more pieces involved, but that's the big parameters of the trade.
Yeah.
Slapdick prospect.
Yeah,
That
I
guy's
mean-
probably like, dude, are you kidding me?
he reached out to him like right away, but like, what are you even thinking in that moment? Like you're streaming. Like obviously people
Yeah.
are watching you.
Just sit there and don't react.
Yeah.
All you have to do.
That's so funny. It gave us like a little insight because like we never really see initially how players react to trades, but that was like a real one.
That was funny.
Slapdick prospect.
If I'm that guy, I'm just like, I'm never talking to you.
He's a very good
Yeah.
prospect.
Yeah, that's why I'm never talking to him. Like, okay, Dick. He's a catcher,
It's
though,
an
right?
interesting. What's that?
Is that guy a catcher? I can't remember.
No, he's a shortstop.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
But it's an interesting trade for the Rays, who made the playoffs last year.
Yeah.
Tommy Pham was a big part of that. To then trade him, but we know how the Rays operate.
Mhm.
They don't like money being on the books,
Mm-mm.
and
Tommy
they
Pham
try
was
to
a-
maximize the return on guys
Mhm.
and trade them before they can't.
Yeah. And I think Hunter Renfroe is a guy that's probably gonna not necessarily prosper there, but definitely fit into like how Corey Dickerson did when he was there.
He's known for his pop.
Yeah.
But he doesn't get on base at a high rate. Hit .216 last year with an on-base percentage of .289.
Yeah.
Slugged .489, 778 OPS, 33 homers. That's what you're looking for, I guess, in that. Struck out 154 times, which
Or
would
they-
lead the Rays.
Or they think they can do something with that and raise it up.
Yeah. But his WAR of 2.5 would be the third highest on the roster, behind Austin Meadows, obviously, and Willie Adames. Is that how it's pronounced?
Yeah, it's something I can't remember exactly how to pronounce it. Something like that.
What are you doing?
Oh.
But yeah, so the Padres obviously get Tommy Pham, which, adding to what they've done recently in the last couple seasons, and they're a team that, once again, could be looking to add in free agency this year.
They need to add a pitcher. Just one. They don't need to like rework the whole thing like they keep doing every offseason. they have the young guys now.
I mean, had they not signed Hosmer, they would be in a beautiful position.
Yeah.
Like, if they would have used that money elsewhere, like, been willing to spend that, but not on him.
Could you imagine if they didn't spend that on Hosmer and signed Machado and Harper?
Or sign, or say, because they apparently can't really get really involved in the Strasburg race this year
Mhm.
because of that, but
Paid
they
on
could
him.
have not done that then.
Yeah. Or Zach
then
Wheeler.
Be involved now.
Or Ryu. Could you imagine if they
They
signed
could,
Ryu?
yeah, they did do Ryu like this for this season still with that. I
would
would
imagine.
think.
You would imagine, but
Yeah.
you don't know.
Hosmer's a slapdick prospect.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tommy Pham's also a douche. Like, massively.
Why do you say that?
Do you remember when he was bitching out, like, the kids in center field at during batting practice at PNC?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, like,
I don't hear about that.
he told the kid to come down on the field and fight him. The kid was, like, 15.
What? No, I didn't know about that.
Yeah.
The only like non-baseball related thing is the Cardinals pretty much traded him because of his vision.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. Well, that did not work out for
Yeah.
them too well.
Michael Pineda re-signed with the Twins, 2 years, $20 million,
I wouldn't have minded having him on the roster.
which is like pretty much the exact same contract he signed the first time he signed with them, even though he couldn't
Yeah.
pitch the first year.
Yeah.
So
And he did pitch this past season, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
he missed the first year because of Tommy John.
He's
So,
another one of those guys where it's like he had the talent, but his dumb ass kept cheating and getting caught.
Yeah, the pine tar, obviously the PEDs. But I
Not
mean,
really
he's
can
a
say to
decent
that.
pitcher.
Yeah.
Last thing in baseball, the Mets traded for Jake Marisnick. So, I mean, they had been linked kind of to Starling Marte, and I'm going to say it completely takes them out. But this guy, I mean, Jake Marisnick can't hit, but he's one of the best
Yeah.
defensive center fielders in baseball.
Yeah.
So,
I mean,
and
and they
you
have
think-
won Lagares too. It's the same exact way.
Yeah.
Was
I
it- is
just,
he
I
still
didn't
there?
really get the trade. I mean, if you have, unless you're just talking about trying to do something with Juan Lagares now,
Yeah.
but I don't see either of those guys as like the guy that you would want to be your everyday, because that's not how the Astros
Yeah.
used him. They
Yeah.
would put Marisnick in like the seventh inning.
Mm-hmm. He was their Sean Rodriguez.
Yeah. Well, but it made sense to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that pretty much wraps it up in baseball. Wow, nothing really Pirates related.
Yeah.
Uh,
I saw
other
someone.
than it is Jeff's birthday today, so
Yes. Happy birthday, Jeff.
happy
I knew
birthday,
too.
Jeff, and he's changing his number as well apparently. So
Yeah, apparently.
and yeah, we find out he was like, I thought it was common knowledge that we weren't bringing back the Sunday alternates this year. I was like,
See, I kind of agree with him on that because it slipped my mind for a while, but then I remembered Nike's doing the jerseys this year.
yeah,
And was like, yeah, they're going to change something. The only thing I don't want is them to have 7 different jerseys like the Rangers do. That's all I don't want.
yeah.
I want the curse of Pittsburgh.
Make a yellow
That'd be
script
my pick.
jersey, profit.
Literally, throw out our jerseys now and take the jerseys from the early '90s.
Well, we
and I
know the
want
white ones
those.
are coming back. We've seen those.
Yeah, that's why I said was the only jersey I've seen. Oh, it was funny because he said irrelevant.
Sheldon said they sent 2 black and 1 yellow jersey to his family. Yes. Yes.
They could have been the old ones.
Yeah.
Uh,
Only the white one had the Nike swoosh on it.
So I said about the only one that I've seen is the white one that when Shelton was introduced,
Yeah.
and he said, "Yeah, and that jersey's irrelevant one way or another." So he doesn't like the white ones either.
Okay, then. Strong opinion.
I mean, to be honest, I don't really care for the plain white ones.
Yeah. I kind of agree.
I feel like things just like run their course.
Can
And-
we just go back to like the 80s and 90s of baseball where it's just a color show?
I mean,
The
think about it
70s.
though. Like when we had the script, there were probably people that were like, Get
80s
rid
and
of it.
90s had the best sports jerseys ever. Look
but
at
I'm
any-
saying
look at
so
any sport.
back in those times, those people were probably like, "Can we change these?"
Yeah.
I
and
mean,
now we want them
They
changed
wanted
back.
to get rid of those turn ahead the clock jerseys bad.
Yeah.
Like I'd be okay if our white jerseys looked like that.
I won't be mad at that.
Change that.
I'm not
And
putting this
then-
on the video, by the way.
Obviously, it's Barry Bonds wearing a white jersey,
91, 92.
and then the cursive Pittsburgh
Oh,
for the
yeah.
gray, and then for black jersey.
Make that script one yellow, and I'll be happy. And that's probably a very unpopular. I did not know how many people hated those Sunday jerseys.
Yeah, I was surprised.
People just started coming out with hot takes left and right.
I mean, I
after-
put the sad face in the tweet so people knew how I felt about
Yeah.
it.
And then if you're
People
gonna
were saying
change
like, "Thank God."
if
Yeah.
you're gonna change the black jerseys from just the P, do it like that.
So basically, the white ones but black.
Yeah, I mean, literally just make the '90s jerseys our jerseys, like the early.
The
90s.
ones they wore last year to celebrate the World Series team, the black ones,
Yeah.
like that whole uniform.
Yeah.
I'd be fine with that.
Yeah.
I know that I don't know how the hitters and position players feel about it.
But we know pitchers.
I know the
do not
pitchers
like
don't like the pullovers
Yeah.
though at all. So they're apparently very uncomfortable to pitch in.
Yeah. I mean, I could definitely see that.
Cry.
Okay, so yeah, let's move on to hockey.
Also, before we move on to hockey, I also just another uniform opinion on baseball. I think the long pants look dumb. I've always thought that.
What?
Long pants in baseball.
So, like, not having your socks pulled up?
Yeah, I think it looks dumb. I think it looks bad.
I think the long socks without having the stirrups look stupid.
I think you're like knee socks look is.
I don't think it works for everybody. I would
definitely
think it
doesn't.
looks stupid. I would think it would look stupid for a catcher.
Yeah.
Definitely behind the plate. The pitcher depends. I can tell you right now, Jeff would look terrible.
No. Just Bly.
Bly looks stupid regardless.
Okay, it's just my opinion. I just don't like the long pants.
Well,
I
remember when
like.
Glasnow was rocking the long socks?
Yeah,
That kind of looked a little.
he's like 6'8".
Yeah.
That's why. Like
I
his
think it
socks,
looked fine.
His socks were like 3.2 of that.
I think it looked fine, but that's because I like that look.
But okay, picture it on a catcher though. Kneel down
No,
behind the plate.
Cervelli's done that. It looked
Yeah,
fine.
yeah, he did.
I thought it looked fine.
I mean, he's got shin guards on, so I don't really care what happens behind his legs.
Behind his legs.
I mean, when he's kneeling down, it's not like the pants are down there. You have shin guards on.
Yeah, I mean the only people that would, like, if he doesn't when he's not standing up, the only people that really notice it would be the people behind the plate sitting there.
Okay, we're putting Beefy in the Lexus Club, and he can just
Yeah.
bitch about it the entire game. I want to hear that
Yeah.
heckling.
Just my opinion. I just don't like the pants.
So hockey related, honestly, I was going through the news and not a ton in the last week news related.
Yeah.
The Avalanche are the betting odds favorites to land Taylor Hall.
They do have an ass load of cap room.
Yeah, like they're also in the market for a goaltender,
Yeah.
and
Do they want Tristan Jarry?
Sarge was telling me Carey Price. Imagine that.
Why would Montreal do that?
I mean, I think that contract for Price is stupid in the first place.
It is.
Well, yeah, 10 years, $10 million.
Yeah, and we're in what, year 2 of it?
But yeah, I mean, right now the Canadians are still competing. So
Yeah.
they are 5 points out of a wild card, but the division's worse than the wild card, so they're only 2 points out of a wild card, and they have a game at hand.
That'd be crazy if Carey Price got traded anywhere. Like the team that could theoretically make any trade right now is the Avalanche because they have so much.
They have a lot of cap, and they are a good team. I mean,
he's not going anywhere, but imagine if Cale Makar went back for Carey Price.
yeah. Well, I mean, if you're asking a team to take on that contract, though, I don't think the return's gonna be that great from an asset standpoint. Like, unless you're eating.
Yeah, unless
money.
you're eating part of it. Oh man, imagine retaining salary for 8 years. I mean, it's basically the Clarkson contract.
Yeah.
God.
But I was saying, Jamal and I were talking about. I mean, the next thing is actually the Pens goaltending situation right now.
Ooh. Casey DeSmith.
Well, okay, yeah, no, but Jamal and I were talking, and like right now, it looks like Jari's going to be playing
More.
Yeah, like if
He's the number one
if
goalie
there's
right
not
now.
back to backs.
Yeah.
And if there is a back to back, he's playing the first game. If there's not back to backs, he's probably gonna be the starter for right now.
And I imagine Murray's gonna get one of those like in between games.
I mean, yeah, he's still gonna play. I think that Jari right now is your number one.
Yeah.
Until he falls off a cliff.
Yeah, and I've said it since Murray came in. Jari was supposed to be the better goalie.
Yeah.
And then Murray just came out of absolutely nowhere and destroyed everything. Maybe this is the world returning back to the way it was.
I mean, we got 2 cups out of
Yeah.
going a different route. So
Yeah.
But Jamal and I were talking, and he's like, "Do you think that Matt Murray could be on the block at the deadline if Jari keeps playing the way he is?"
I mean, the Smith is
They're both
playing
free
too.
agents.
Yeah, and you got to pay one of them at least.
You also have to protect one of them.
Yeah,
There's an expansion draft.
and then you have the Smith that's been playing very well in the minors.
I mean, Murray's not gonna get a lot of money for how he's been playing.
Yeah.
But
I mean, he didn't look too bad.
but if Jari
was it
keeps
last
No,
this
he
up,
was fine. He was doing the last game.
Yeah.
but if Jari keeps this up, he'll get a raise too.
That was a big one. There's no way his numbers aren't going to come down. You know?
Yeah. I mean,
Not just at home, just in general.
yeah. But I was just saying, especially at
home.
home, because it's ridiculous.
His save percentage has to be like 0.99 at this point. It's insane.
It was 95% pretty much at home, and then he had 2 shutouts.
So, oh my God, please look that up.
Yep.
That might actually be 9.9 something.
So, I don't know. Yeah, he's been ridiculous. It was weird. I mean, the only game that he wasn't like very good in was the night before Thanksgiving
Yeah.
when he came in and gave up 2 goals on his first 2 shots and
Yeah.
ended up being the goalie of record, but they came back and won.
That game was just crazy.
Yeah.
That game, like I said in our last show, I don't put that on any of the goalies. That was just weird.
But yeah, on Saturday night, I was with my friend Anthony and his girlfriend Laura, and we were talking about the expansion draft coming up and who we'd protect on the team. Assuming is it 6 forwards, 3 defensemen, and a goalie again?
I think it's the
assume.
same roles.
Yeah. So we were just talking about like who we would protect on the team, and we were like, we don't know who. I mean, I feel like you protect Murray, but right now it doesn't seem like a good decision.
Yeah.
Because you might be ending up being in another situation where it's like, whatever goalie you don't protect, they're getting taken.
Yeah. I'm just trying to think of the goaltending situations around the league, and if there's like another team that has 2 teams that could be viewed as a starter, like us.
I don't know.
Yeah.
By the way, it's either 7 forward, 3D, 1 goalie, or 8 forward / defenseman and 1 goalie.
Wait, what? 7 forward, 3D, 1 goalie,
Yeah,
or
you could do 3 skaters or 8 skaters in general, 1 goalie.
Hmm.
Yeah. Which I think 2 teams did that the last time, and I can't remember who they were.
Well, we said for defensemen, the defenseman we protect is Letang, Dumoulin, and Pedersen.
Right now, it might be Marino if he's not exempt.
They can't take Marino. He's
Okay.
on an entry level contract.
Okay.
Well, I mean, who would the other defenseman be then?
Pedersen.
Yeah.
No, that's what I'm saying. Who else? I mean, would it be?
Oh,
Jack Johnson.
well, you only have 3.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying
Yeah.
it's an obvious choice for those 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, yeah. And then
I
forward.
swear to God, if Jim Rutherford just goes, I'm protecting Jack Johnson, I might blow my brains out.
Well, you can't protect it out without a contract, right? So,
Yeah.
Pedersen right now.
Well, he's an RFA
Yeah.
though. So
Yeah. I know. But I'm saying if you don't give him a contract, which they're going to.
yeah. But forwards, we were talking like, you obviously get to protect Sid, Gino, Jake, and then after that we were like, Rust, McCann.
Does Hornquist have any movement clauses on his contract?
No. I'm looking at it right now.
Okay.
I assume you would have to protect Cahoon now.
He's an RFA too.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean they can't just yoink him. Gouge might be gone.
Mm-hmm.
Forgot about that.
Yeah.
Who cares?
I mean, that trade's probably going to be a big bust for both teams, honestly. I mean, obviously, Phil has a couple more years down there, but
Yeah, I mean, Arizona's got, in
And they're-
my opinion, a good GM to
Yeah.
continue to add to it. So, I mean, I think that if he falls off, that's one thing.
yeah.
But as long as he maintains, like, the same level of play himself, I think they'll do the right thing and build around it.
Yeah. And they're first in the Pacific. Even though that division's horrible, that's still impressive.
Yeah. I mean, and it's not even, it's because of their defense. They don't score goals.
Damn it, I should have bet on them.
Yeah, they don't score goals. It's just they play really good defense, and they've gotten really good goaltending.
Yeah. I mean, Rantas went back to the Rangers style of goaltending.
Ranta, but
What's
their
his
other
face?
goalie? Because I'm pretty sure he's played better.
I'm blanking.
Is it Darcy Kemper?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
He played really well last year. And apparently he's kept it up. Wow.
He He was among the league. Yeah, he's second in goals against average. Jari qualifies now. So Jari's first in goals against and save percentage. And Kemper's second in both.
Jari at home, 964, with a 109 goals against.
Top 5 goalies, goals against average. Jari, Kemper, Bishop, Rask, Hellebuck. Save percentage, Jari, Kemper, Hellebuck, Bishop. The Pavel Francois for the Avalanche.
See someone that started one game.
No, he's started 9.
Oh,
11 games played, 9 starts, 7-2. Maybe they aren't looking for a goalie.
maybe not.
But he's 29 years old. What the heck? I thought he was some young.
Oh, while we're here, can somebody tell me how something spelled Noeson is pronounced Nason?
I don't know. I don't get pronunciation sometimes, so no, I can't tell.
Where's he from?
I
I have no idea.
I don't know, but he's looked pretty good.
He has? I mean, he played for the Devils for a
He's
while.
from Texas.
How is it Nason?
Plano, Texas.
First round pick.
Yeah, 21st overall in 2011.
Imagine if he just sucked with the Devils and then signs here and becomes just good. He's been killing
another
the
great
minors.
Penguins
He's
vine.
also old.
Another great Penguins find. Also, we got Rustin Schultz back within this past week.
Happy
so.
about Rust. Yeah, on Schultz.
Well, it hasn't looked bad these couple games, so
So far.
maybe he needed to get hurt.
I mean, he got hurt in the first place, then
Missed out.
sucked.
And you mentioned Galchenyuk too. Yeah, apparently he's on the trade block.
I mean, I don't see why you don't move him.
Which
I mean, you already have, about $4 million in cap room? Why not make it 8 and go try and get Taylor Hall?
they don't even need that, right? To get Taylor Hall, he doesn't make that much money right now.
$6 million.
Yeah.
Ooh. Go get Taylor Hall and someone else.
Yeah, Friedman said Buffalo might have interest in Galchenyuk.
Oh, yeah, sure. Take him.
Buffalo.
Would you take Connor Sherry back?
I mean, we're trying. The reason they're trying to trade him is because of an abundance of forwards, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's saying
But, I mean, you have somebody that you know would do well with Sid.
he's played less than 10 minutes in 4 out of the 5 past games.
Yeah.
And
He's been on the fourth line.
he's been on the 4th line. And we also have Sid coming back within probably next few weeks. Hornquist can come back in the next few weeks, and Bukestad will come back in a month. So it's something's
Yeah,
gotta, something's
and then
gotta
Hornquist
give.
and Bukestad are probably going to get hurt again.
More than likely.
And we're going to need forwards again.
Right now, their projected cap is $1.49 million.
I don't know. Gouch has a hit of 4.9.
Damn, so that's almost $5 million.
Yeah.
So yeah, that would make enough room for for Taylor Hall.
Yeah, but the asking price on Taylor Hall is high.
I mean, how good of a season is he having? Can't be great.
I don't know, but apparently the Devils are asking for a first-round pick, a NHL-ready
6 goals, 19
prospect,
assists.
an NHL-ready prospect, and an NHL player.
That's too much.
Oh, yeah, that's why. I
So
don't-
they're just gonna let him walk.
no, I think someone will trade for him.
If that price comes down, I would. But I'm not giving that much up for somebody I'm gonna have 3 months of.
Maybe we wouldn't, but someone will.
Yeah, you're right. NHL GMs are stupid.
Somebody's going to get desperate just to make the playoff. Like,
The Oilers.
Huh?
The Oilers. Could you imagine?
no, I couldn't.
No, I can't. And the Oilers don't make sense. You look at their team, and they're literally one line.
They're not even one line. They're 2 people.
Yeah.
If
And they
McDavid
score.
and
They
Draisaitl
score
don't
everything
show up.
for them.
Yeah.
Well, that's how the Avalanche were last year.
Yeah, but they at least did get scoring depth, you know?
And the Avalanche eventually collapsed.
Yeah.
Wonder if that'll happen for those two.
I don't know.
I just want to live in a universe where Taylor Hall got traded from the Oilers, won an MVP, and then got traded back to the Oilers and sucked again.
And then he'd be a free agent.
Yeah.
At the end of the year.
And signed somewhere else and does well.
Wins the MVP.
Yeah. Also, Ray Shearer's getting fired, isn't he? I've seen a lot of people say he's getting fired.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, they already asked the coach. So, yeah, who's next?
Because, I mean, they didn't address needing a goalie. You know? Like, yeah, you went out and got PK, but, like, that contract's not that great in the first place.
No, and he's not having a good year. I didn't even care for that trade when it happened.
Yeah.
I saw people saying, like, oh, Nashville got nothing for him. They
Yeah.
got his contract away.
Yeah.
That was the win of that.
What's
Yeah.
he make? $9 million?
Yes.
Yeah, something like that.
For a while, too. Like, you could have taken that money and absolutely... You could have probably got Lundqvist.
Carey Price. I'm just gonna keep coming back to it.
I want to pay more money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1.5 more million, please.
I mean, they still have $4 million cap room.
Yeah, I don't know what goaltenders are available. I mean, now it doesn't make sense because they're not doing anything this year. But
Hell, they could have went and got Casey DeSmith.
Jake Elliott?
Which team are we talking about?
Jake Elliott. Jake Allen. Why did I say Jake?
Yeah.
I was thinking
Brian
football.
Elliott. Devils.
Oh.
Jake Allen has played, started 8 games this year behind Bennington, and has a 2.25 goals against.
They could have went and got Yarrow Halak. They could have went and got Robin Leonard.
Yeah, and those guys they wouldn't have had to trade anything for, right?
Yeah.
There's a lot of free agent again this year.
Yeah. And he has like a 9.3, and he's a backup in Boston. And Rask is like a 9.4.
Yeah.
When are they going to suck?
I mean, Pasternak hit like 20 goals in the first 5 games, so
My NHL be a pro.
yeah, he's playing be a pro and rookie. Didn't turn off the tutorial stuff either.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I would put I don't know, 80% chance on Galchenyuk getting traded.
Oh, yeah. Agreed. Like, I saw that conversation on Twitter where it was like,
Yeah.
it's ifs and buts. Yeah, but it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. I don't know.
Like, they want to make moves, whether or not they need to, and they need cap room.
And literally everybody that we call up
Has done well.
looks like they can play at the NHL level.
And Blandisi's been the only one where I would say, yeah.
But even Blandisi's like a guy where it's like,
If he plays in the
depending
fourth
on the
line.
matchup too, it's like
Yeah.
his game makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
So I mean,
This is a weird situation.
your forward depth is very good. Galchenyuk makes way too much money to have 2 goals this year.
Yep.
He's honestly looked okay, like as a
Play-wise,
playmaker, but
yeah. You need to score more.
it's not worth it to me for $4.9 million.
Agreed. And now we just wait on whatever his first and middle name is and Joseph. I can't
Huh?
Pierre Olivier Joseph
Yeah, that guy.
scored
You
a
say
goal.
Olivier?
Yeah,
He's French.
Oh, it's not just Oliver.
I don't think it's Oliver.
I mean, if you want to make it sound,
I mean, his
right,
first
if it is
name's
Oliver.
Pierre.
It might be Oliver.
What's that mean?
What normal person has a first name Pierre? I mean McGuire, but he's not normal.
Yeah. How do you spell it?
Exactly how you would imagine.
His name
I got it.
Pierre Oliver.
Joseph.
Oh no, yeah, he has a second I in there. So yeah,
Oh.
definitely is Olivier.
Can't wait till it comes up and everybody misspells his name.
Yeah, because I mean, I think when I don't think I put that when I even have like tweeted it.
Yikes.
Yeah. Olivier.
Don't trust us.
Oh, I didn't mean from our account.
Oh.
All right,
Never
so
mind. Follow us.
moving
Trust us.
on to football.
Is that a weenie dog with wires?
Non-Steelers related stuff first. Adam Vinatieri's career could have essentially come to an end today. They placed him on IR.
Yeah.
So that ends the season for sure. And with the season he's had at his age, I mean, that could be it.
Yeah.
The only current active player that made that NFL Top 100 list they've done so far.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, it's been a great career. It's unfortunate that would end due to injury. That might be the one reason he might want to come back is because he doesn't want it to end that way. But if I'm the Colts, like, He's cost them probably at least 2 games this year.
You know who needs a kicker?
A lot of teams, but
The Patriots.
yeah.
You know who
I
probably
mean,
takes a shot at him?
that would be cool. Like one way to end it, because that's where it started, obviously. And
Yeah. It'd be sad, though, because it would be without Brady.
Balls.
I'm telling you, him and McDaniels are going to the Cowboys. I'm sold. And Dak's going to the Patriots. I'm sold.
What the?
I'm sold.
Okay, I have no idea what the Patriots cap situation looks like, but they'd be paying Dak more money than Brady ever was.
Yeah.
Wow. Patriots dynasty would definitely be over.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, wow, that took me for a turn. Yeah, Vinatieri goes on IR. The Titans and Ryan Tannehill plan to discuss an extension. This
He's
has
looked
been
good.
ridiculous.
I
This
know.
run that the Titans are on.
I-
4-game win streak.
I picked him up in fantasy. He put
Yeah.
me in the playoffs.
He had like 28 points this week. I had to start him against in one of my leagues. The guy I was going against, I had Mahomes, who had 15.
Huh.
So Tannehill was doubled up Mahomes this
Yeah.
week in fantasy points.
They played who this week?
Who?
Titans.
Titans Oakland.
That's why.
Yeah.
That is why.
But I mean, still, he's like,
But then they have
He's
the
been-
Texans twice, who don't look that great, and then they play the Chiefs, right?
no, they play the Saints.
Saints,
in
that's what
between.
it is. Who also don't have that great of a defense, who got absolutely torched yesterday.
So I mean, the Titans obviously have the same record as the Steelers, so they're in the mix for the wild card.
Yeah.
But they have the same record as the Texans for that division. They
Yeah.
play each other, as you mentioned, twice. They play the first time I think is in Tennessee,
Yeah, I think so.
and then they finish in Houston. So say that they split those games, Houston has the advantage in the game that they don't play against each other. Houston plays the Buccaneers,
Ooh.
who honestly they've been
They're not
better. They're
bad,
6 and
yeah.
7 on the year.
Except Mike Evans just got hurt.
So yeah,
and
so
that
we'll
does
see
not look good.
how that. Yeah, it was his hamstring.
Yeah.
I think so.
They said I don't think he could walk after the game.
Yikes! Yeah, after catching like a 60-some yard touchdown.
Yeah, he pulled on like the 5-yard line and just was like, ah.
But yeah, I mean that division's gonna be interesting to watch play out, and obviously the Steelers playing Buffalo this upcoming week for that first wild card spot,
That's gonna
which
be
is
an interesting
huge.
game.
That first wild card is huge because it's either gonna be. I mean, you could honestly argue that the Patriots could end falling into the 3,
Yeah.
and the Chiefs could overtake them. But you're talking about playing either the Texans or Titans as opposed to the Chiefs or Patriots.
Mhm.
If you depending on who has the 5 and who has the 6, so that 5th seed is definitely huge. And on the off chance that the 6th seed and 5th seed both go to the AFC Championship, you at least get to host it.
Yeah.
So
A lot of these AFC teams' defense have looked bad recently.
except for the Steelers.
Yeah. And as for Josh Allen, was this like the first week they played an actual defense?
I mean the Patriots. Those are those
Yeah.
are his two worst games. He's definitely improved this year, which I mean, year 2 quarterback, that's kind of what you're looking for. Like year 3 is when he really needs to make that leap. But
Yeah, I was gonna say he really needs to work on not overthrowing the ball.
yeah, I mean he's got a cannon for an arm, but it's not
It's
accurate.
an uncontained cannon.
And he
Yeah.
can run.
It's like Marte when he first came up with the Pirates. Just balls were going everywhere.
Yeah, and he has the element with his legs, which is like
He's
gonna
not
take you
he's
by
not
surprise.
Lamar level, but he's also not Brady running for 17 yards last night level.
Yeah.
He's not Lamar level, but he has more rushing touchdowns this year.
Yeah.
Did you see Lamar juke that defender out yesterday?
Yeah.
I did not.
Someone
And-
put up that video of that lady walked in the store with the heels, and she just like collapses. It's like Lamar puts on a move.
Yeah.
Did you see Pat McAfee video of it?
Oh.
He just like posted a video of him watching it on TV, and he's just like, "That is a professional fucking athlete."
I want to find this now.
Oh
It's-
my God,
it's so funny.
it would never happen. But imagine if the Ravens put Lamar Jackson on punt return. Okay, picture this:
Ooh.
he returns the punt, and it's just him versus the punter.
Do we get a Antonio Brown-esque punt to the face?
No, because he'll just juke him out.
That's what I'm saying. Imagine that punter's ankles.
Oh, he'd have to retire.
It'd be hilarious.
Pat McAfee trying to tackle Lamar Jackson.
Oh, was this it? No, that's not it.
This.
Unicorn anomaly. That guy's a professional fucking
Oh,
athlete
yeah.
right there.
Our videos are in sync right now.
Yeah, it's just so funny.
Who was that?
That's a professional fucking athlete. It's true though. That dude's like one of the best in the world. He just got made look like a fool.
Yeah. He does it like once a week.
Yeah.
Ron Rivera was fired by the Panthers, and the Panthers are also exploring trade options for Cam Newton, who they have
Yeah. Which
an
we
option
kind of all
on
saw coming.
next season. Which, yeah, I mean, the Panthers need a quarterback to me. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't think Kyle Allen's the long-term answer. You could go into next year with him as the starter because they're not pitching high enough. But
I'll say, where are they?
They're going to be
lost
like
again this week, so I think that they are
9 or 10.
Huh?
Are they 9 or 10 or are they higher?
I don't think they're that high. But they were 5-5.
Or,
And I
sorry.
think they're 5-7 this year. Or
When
something
I
like
say
5-8.
higher, I mean like
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Let's see, Panthers would be picking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. They'd be picking 12th.
Okay. Yeah, I mean,
I don't see much happening there.
unless they want to take the chance on Tua, if no one does before that.
Yeah.
That's the only quarterback I was thinking because I think Burrow and Herbert are going to be taken before that.
I mean, apparently Burrow's going to go to the Bengals now. Apparently.
What a
waste.
Yeah. I mean,
I mean, not for Burrow. I mean,
not taking Chase Young.
good for him. Yeah. No, I mean, I think they should take Chase Young, but even if they take Burrow, I don't think it's a bad choice.
If
but
they take Burrow,
I
I'll
just
be
think
happy.
they'll turn him bad. I don't think
If they take
Cincinnati's not a good place for a quarterback to go.
No, but they do still have AJ Green. Tyler Boyd just came kind of into his
if
own
they
when have a
resign AJ
quarterback.
Green.
Yeah, which I
think their wide receivers are fine. I don't think they.
I think
are a
AJ
good
Green
team
wants
for
to
a
stay there.
quarterback.
I think AJ Green's pulling a Joey Votto.
He's
Something with Cincinnati.
the loyal girlfriend that doesn't want to leave.
That's
Loyal
mostly
girlfriend that
accurate.
doesn't want to leave the fuck boy.
So we were
Wow.
talking about this. I think it was coming from our show last week. But I would take Chase Young at number 1 as well.
Yeah.
But the problem with that is, I think that Burrow wins you more games next year. Like Chase Young's not going to win you games
Yeah.
individually next year on that Bengals team. So I think Joe Burrow makes you a better team next year. But I think long term, the better choice is to get Chase Young next year because the following year, you're not going to have a player like Chase Young. And if you draft Chase Young for this season, I think you'll still be picking in like the top 5. The Bengals will the following
Yeah.
season, and you get a quarterback then. It could potentially be Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah.
But I think it's kind of hard to sell to your fans 2 years in a row now.
Yeah. And they need to also
We're gonna-
address their offensive line a little bit.
Yeah, I mean
I don't know if you want to go full
Bobby
Andrew Luck
Hart
and-
versus T.J. Watt's one of the greatest things to watch.
It's the
as a
best
Steeler
anime
fan.
of all time.
Didn't he say TJ Watt sucked?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like 2 years ago.
Yeah. TJ Watt's better than his brother, who's one of the greatest of all time. Thank you very much.
This has been, yeah. I still feel like he's not getting talked about enough.
He's
It's
not.
crazy.
He's not. Like, literally all his numbers are on pace to be better than JJ in his first 3 years, except for his QB hits. And you want to know why?
Well, I mean, he also doesn't. He's not just rushing the passer though
Yeah.
either,
Yeah.
like JJ does.
Yeah.
Which I mean, I love JJ Watt.
And he now has as many he has more picks than JJ did, I think, in his entire career.
He has 2 this year. How many did he have?
He had 1 prior, so he's 3 in
Okay.
his career. I think JJ has like 1.
But he also caught a touchdown as a tight end.
Yeah.
Yeah, TJ caught an interception in his first game against the Browns.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
the interception yesterday. What a gift!
Yeah, I don't know why Kyler threw
Why did
that.
Kyler not run?
Dude, he choked
He
that
had
game
he
away.
had at least a first down, and with his moves, he might be able to make it a touchdown.
Yeah.
But he just decided to throw it.
He choked that game away.
I was impressed watching him. I mean, I understand their
He
line
made
was
bad
not good, but there
decisions.
were times where he had protection, or like in that case, it's like that's not even a rookie mistake.
Yeah. Like, he just made very,
That's just-
very poor decisions.
Then the one, like, I mean, it's towards the end of the game, and it's like 3rd and long anyway.
Why
But
are
you're
you
literally
knocking it?
just losing the ball out of your hand when you're scrambling.
Yeah. Oh, that one, yeah.
Yeah.
And even like when Hayden's last interception, why are you throwing that? Like, I get
I mean,
it. It's
yeah.
the end of the game, but still. That's just
Apparently
making
didn't,
it look worse.
Like Watt hitting him on that either.
I mean, he already started the tackle before
Yeah.
he could let go of the ball, so what can you do? You know?
But I just feel like now, especially if you're a quarterback coming into the league, and you see the way that the guys are treated in this league, if you don't get that exact same, consistency,
Yeah.
you're going to take exception to it.
So T.J. Watt this year, 13 games. He has 2 interceptions, 6 passes deflected, 5 forced fumbles, 3 fumble recoveries, 12.5 sacks.
I said 15 sacks. So he needs 2.5 in the last 3 games.
Yeah, 12.5 sacks.
He didn't have a half a sack at all yesterday, did he?
41 combo tackles, 26 solo, 12 tackles for loss, 29 QB hits.
He
Is
didn't
that-
register.
Is that with yesterday's game included?
Yeah.
Okay.
He didn't register in the sack column at all yesterday, did he?
Probably
Mhm.
not.
The streak ended.
Oh, wow. I didn't even think
Yeah,
about
he
that.
didn't. How about Devin Bush didn't have a tackle yesterday?
Really?
Trade him. I guess he just doesn't have it anymore.
Mark Barron looked bad again.
I was about to say he led the team in tackles because I'm going through the tackles right now.
Yeah,
He
'cause
led
he's
the
always
team but I mean that to me, people throw out the tackle leaders, and I don't care about
A
tackles.
linebacker leading the
It's
league
like-
in tackles, or leading the team in tackles in a game, shocker.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Steven Nelson was the second.
He got burnt that one. Oh man. it
Yeah,
was
Christian
in the
Kirk.
Third. Yeah.
So, JJ, through his first 3 years, did not have an interception.
Yeah, and then had that one for 80
Had
yards.
less forced fumbles.
Had about as many sacks.
Well, his second year in the league, he had 20.5.
Yeah.
See,
Jesus.
his first 3 years, he had, what would that be? 31, 30, 36 and a half.
Yeah.
And
TJ's at 32.5 right now with, 3 weeks left?
yeah,
Yeah. It can be done.
Is it the same amount of games play? Like close to the same amount of games played? Did
Uh,
JJ miss
It's pretty close.
significant
I
time?
don't think JJ missed any.
Okay.
That was before his injury woes.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it was just 16.
So
Yeah.
if anything, he played more games.
He didn't
Yeah.
miss a game until 2016.
Yeah.
So for 6 seasons, he didn't miss a game.
Okay. Yeah, I mean the trajectory's been phenomenal. It's just
Onwards
funny
and
to
upwards.
look back on draft day and thinking how pissed people were.
I'm wondering. I've always wondered, like looking at TJ's projections of like where he's going to be sack total wise. Will he catch James Harrison ever
Ooh.
for Steelers all time?
See, I think with the way that the league continues to trend, like you could argue that they're obviously getting more protective of the quarterback, but teams also continue to pass more and more, which is giving them more opportunities
Yeah.
to sack the quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I mean, I think as long as and I don't see him going anywhere. So, assuming he stays healthy and a Steeler, I would say yeah.
Yeah. He has, 2 more years left on his deal? Well, one's an option
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. They have to pick up his 5th-year option before
this
next
offseason.
season. Yeah.
Yeah. Which, I mean, they're going to do. It's kind of a no-brainer. But I don't care what your cap situation is at that point in time in 2 years. You got to do what you can to bring him back.
Yeah, I mean that's to me, like I've said before, behind quarterback, it's between left tackle and edge rushers, your second most important position.
Yeah.
James Harrison has 80.5 sacks as a Steeler, by the way.
I could see him passing that. 30, I mean, let's say 35 in 3 years. I could see him doing that.
And give Bud whatever he wants. Literally give him a blank check.
Get rid of Mark Barron. Hell, maybe get rid of Vince.
I unfortunately think that Barron's back. Like just the usage. Like
I hope not.
I just don't see how they go into the off season and suddenly their mind changes from where they're at now.
Maybe they're just. Wait. How often do they use Morgan Burnett?
Did they?
Yeah. Or how often?
I mean, he was hurt a lot too, so it's kind of hard to say.
Yeah.
In games that he played, I couldn't tell you what his
Yeah.
percentage was, snap percentage.
Maybe they're just trying to get what they can out of him.
Because I personally feel like that would be a good role for Edmonds, and then you take
Yeah.
another safety.
Mhm.
But
Make Edmonds a linebacker.
May as well.
yeah, if you cut Barron and Vince, That's $14 million out the door.
And
Edmonds is still in his rookie deal.
yeah,
Make Edmonds a linebacker and draft Paris Ford in 2 years.
What are we doing next year?
Cam Kelly.
No.
You just make.
He's
do.
allowed a perfect passer rating when targeted.
Yeah, I was gonna
Okay,
say
you don't
yeah.
you don't move Edmonds to linebacker until after next year.
So right when he develops some sort of ball skills.
But
Yeah.
but draft Paris Ford so he can play strong.
I mean, think
safety.
about it. I don't dislike Edmonds as a player or anything, and I feel like we're almost talking about Bud Dupree's first couple years. Like
Yeah.
he's pretty much the safety version of Bud Dupree.
Yeah.
So in a couple years we could be talking about, hey, I know Edmonds is gonna be
Give him a
free
blank
agent.
check.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Um,
want Paris Ford.
I mean, if you do that, theoretically, if you put Edmonds at middle linebacker, you probably could rush 4 every time and still not have an issue. Probably might be able to bring 5. Who knows?
Rush Hilton. Oh, Hilton might not be here.
Yeah. Rush Sutton.
Yeah.
we
I don't
might
know if
we
he'll be
not
as good
might
yet.
not be able to pay Bud.
I think they're gonna do whatever it takes. To be honest with you,
Rework some
I don't
contracts.
think that you can break up him and Watt.
Not right now.
They're the best edge rushers in the league. Like combo.
Yeah. The only argument that you have against them would be the Smiths in Green Bay,
Yeah.
Preston and Zadarius.
And even they haven't been insane. That defense has been kind of meh recently.
I watched that 49ers game. Trash.
Yeah. That was pretty bad.
I know. I didn't start Jared Cook to one of my. Oh, he got hurt after catching his second touchdown anyway.
He got
But
destroyed.
he got 64 yards and 2 touchdowns before he got hurt.
yeah.
What's this?
Retweets.
But yeah, I don't know. Now to no, there's one more thing before the Steelers. No, 2 more things. NFL is not changing their playoff seeding. Apparently, they have no interest in doing that.
What a shock.
Obviously, people are looking at the way the NFC East is and saying just take the 6 best teams. I mean, you got to give some. It's not like this every year, though. I mean, most years you're going to have. a
That's
good
the
team in
most
division.
common one, though, where people come in under 500.
Who? What'd you say?
That's the most common division, it seems to me.
But I'm not talking about like that. I'm just saying most years you're going to have
yeah.
a team at the top of every division.
Though it's winning like 9, 10, 11
Yeah.
games.
Yeah. And I mean, I think you have to have some type of reward for winning a division, and that reward is a playoff berth and a home game.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I know that some people were saying, okay, maybe they can make the playoffs, but not a guaranteed top 4 seed.
Yeah.
They would be because the NBA, the division winners aren't guaranteed to be top. They have to be top 4, but they don't have to be top 3.
Yeah.
Even though there's only 3 divisions.
Yeah.
So,
I mean,
I
that
don't
would that wouldn't be a horrible idea of having, the 2 wild cards division winners and then kind of reseeding for the playoffs. That wouldn't be a horrible idea.
but if you're doing top 6, the Cowboys wouldn't even be in the playoffs right now.
Well, I'm saying
So,
if
yeah.
you keep the division winners.
No, I know, but I'm
Yeah.
saying like, what are the people? I wasn't.
Yeah.
I should have said it right there because
Yeah.
I made it seem like I was answering yours thing. But yeah, some people were saying that they shouldn't even. They should do the top 6.
Yeah.
And if that were the case, the Cowboys aren't even in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Or the Eagles, whoever wins that division. The Redskins still have an outside shot.
They do. I don't know how, but they do.
The Giants are the only team eliminated, and it looks like Daniel Jones is actually going to miss the rest of the season. Apparently, they said 2 to 4 weeks. So, I mean,
That's
at
weird.
that point, why would you bring it back week 17, even if you could?
Yeah.
Eli getting multiple starts.
Which might be good for Saquon. I mean, Saquon was good last year, even though Eli Manning wasn't that great.
It might be
You
good
up to that?
for my fantasy hopes in Evan Ingram because Evan Ingram did better with Eli than he did with Daniel Jones.
Yeah, it's been like Darius Slayton has been like the top Daniel Jones' top guy. Golden Tate a little bit. But, yeah, like Evan Ingram, Sterling Shepard when he's been out there, and Saquon, it's hurt their fantasy value.
Can we talk about how OBJ looks so done?
That was actually the last thing before talking about Steelers was OBJ apparently telling other teams and players that, come get me. Like, he doesn't want me in Cleveland. And it's just funny because when he first went there, he said that the Giants thought they were going to send him to Cleveland to die, essentially, like his career to be over. And, he was disputing that. He said he wanted to be in Cleveland, and
But didn't he
It's just
tweet
been-
a couple days ago?
it's just been a rough
Something?
season. What'd you
No,
say?
he said
Didn't he tweet a couple days ago about saying that that
was
those
happy
claims
or
aren't
whatever.
true?
Yeah.
Well, so he did they asked him a question about his future essentially in Cleveland, and he said he wasn't thinking about the future. He's just focused on winning the rest of the games this season and everything.
And then yesterday wasn't even in the huddle.
People took that differently, as he's not for sure saying he wants to be in Cleveland.
Yeah. Which, I mean, it doesn't look like he wants to be.
But, I mean, yeah, I just going based off that, though, I don't understand how they took those words and created that from it.
Yeah.
But as far as, Jay Glazer came out and said that he's telling other teams that, we don't obviously know that for a fact or anything.
No.
And then, not going into the huddle, which is just weird.
That was
with his
funny.
teammates. So, yeah. People were, defending it, saying he knew what the play was. He knew it was just a running play or something. It's like, okay, but the other 10 guys, I'm sure, who also knew that are in the huddle.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. It's just been a disastrous season for Cleveland.
That's Cleveland for
It
you.
is, but the funny thing is, it's like before this year, every other year that's been disastrous, you knew it was going to be going into the season. And this year, it's like they actually have high hopes and still managed to screw it up.
But it still had that, perfect storm-esque
Yeah.
thing where it was something's going to go wrong.
Well, it's like how you mentioned the Devils not addressing their
Goaltending.
Yeah. The Browns hired a first-year
Hey,
head
they're
coach
talking about him.
and didn't address they traded their best player away from the secondary
Yeah.
to get OBJ, and then their answer to replace him was Morgan Burnett.
And you could ask the Steelers. Not a good idea.
Yeah.
Who's
And
also
then the offensive line. They didn't do anything about their offensive line. They probably tried to, trading for Trent Williams from Washington, but there was no interest there. So, I mean, you got to have a plan B. They just did absolutely nothing to protect their franchise quarterback.
Yep.
Who turned out to be another one of their issues because he wasn't good.
for the first half of the season.
And
He's been better
yeah, he's been better. Although yesterday he was actually pretty bad.
Yeah.
11 of 24 passing,
against the Bengals.
no touchdowns, 2 interceptions. OBJ only had like 30-some yards receiving.
Yeah.
And Baker Mayfield actually called out the medical staff for the Browns, saying that OBJ should have had off-season surgery and probably missed the first couple games
Yeah.
because now he's playing out the rest of the season, and then he has to have hernia surgery.
Yeah. You're out of the playoffs. Just sit,
So
dude. Just don't show
yeah,
up.
what is the point? I mean, they still have a 6% chance somehow. I don't know how it didn't waver at all because you said last week it was like 6%, right?
Yeah.
So it's still somehow 6%.
I mean, it's just because they won.
But so did the Steelers and Titans. I guess because
it all just stays the same.
yeah. But with one less week left, I thought it would change a little bit. So if the Steelers win Sunday, I would think that
It's over.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because there's 2 games left. If they win, you have what, a 2? I mean, you have the tiebreaker with them anyway. Well, do you?
I think so. It's because it goes to. I mean, we have the head-to-head's 1-1.
Yeah.
But we have the better record in the division. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
No, wait. They beat the. We're 1-1 against the Browns, 2-0 against the Bengals, and 0-1 against the
So we're 3-2.
Ravens. So we're 3-2. The Browns are.
I have no.
They
They didn't
beat
play
the-
the Ravens twice yet. They just played them once and they beat them. So
Yeah.
yeah, they have a better record, I think, in the division. The Browns.
Well, we still also have to play the.
Yeah, they're 4-1.
Too bad they don't have to play more games against the North.
Yeah.
Yeah. Taysom Hill has doubled the receiving touchdowns that OBJ has. Taysom has 4.
I saw an article that's like, why is this? What is he? 28, 26? How old is he?
Taysom?
Yeah.
He's like 28.
Yeah. There's like, why is this 28-year-old undrafted QB now drawing comparisons like Troy Aikman? And it's like,
Troy Aikman.
yeah, it was something weird. It was a name like that.
I don't
where it
know. I
just
know
made no
Sean
sense.
Payton said he's like Steve Young.
That's who it was. Kind of made no sense, mainly because you don't really use him as a QB. You know what I mean?
Yeah. How do you compare him to any other quarterback?
Yeah. Unless you want to compare him to like Lamar. Or
But Lamar
RG3.
doesn't catch the ball
Yeah.
or play on punt, kick return.
Forgot about that.
Most versatile player in the NFL.
He is the utility man of the NFL.
Yeah, I don't understand that thing with
I don't either.
Steve Young though.
Maybe because I don't know. Weird. I forgot
The
who
school, literally, like that. That's it.
it was.
Well, I know it's been said in the past Sean Payton's grooming him to take over after Taysom or after Drew Brees is retired. So maybe that's another thing. Because that's what
Bridgewater's back there for a reason.
Yeah. And that's another thing. People putting Sean Payton for Coach of the Year before Tomlin. Like, how?
I mean, we talked about it last week. It's like there's guys that are, and Sean Payton's not even overachieving. The Saints were expected to be back there, but like there's coaches that are doing more than expected with their roster, such as Harbaugh and McDermott with Buffalo.
Yeah.
But there's guys like Tomlin who had to
Best Buy assistants come off the store floor.
had to come out of this adversity
Yeah.
on the better side the way that he has. And I don't think anybody's dealt with the adversity. I mean, obviously, like the Titans made quarterback change, but it wasn't the same reason. It wasn't due to injury.
The Rams made their O-line shuffle, and they're giving the ball to Gurley more. But
We're the only team that has started 3 different quarterbacks and
I mean, technically we're on our
have a winning record.
Yeah, technically we're on our 4th string. If you want to get like specific about it.
I mean, yeah, Dobbs went into the season on the roster, but he didn't.
And I mean, you could say, they didn't have Breeze, and they just still won 5 in a row or whatever it was. Yeah, but Teddy Bridgewater was the starter.
He's the highest paid backup.
Yeah,
because of
He's
that
Teddy
reason.
Bridgewater.
Like he's going to be a starter.
yeah, probably next year.
That's honestly like we talked about like Brady's contract being up, Rivers'
Rivers,
contract
yeah.
being up, Brees' contract's up too.
Yeah,
If they win the Super Bowl, he could be done.
yeah. Even if they don't, he might be.
Because like Brady's been in the news a lot about it.
Yeah,
Rivers is falling off a cliff where it's like that's not happening with Breeze.
yeah,
And I think people are just like assuming he'll re-up on like a 1 or 2 year deal.
yeah. Because
But-
he's so loyal to that city,
But like Teddy Bridgewater could have gone and been the starter this year for the Dolphins.
but he didn't.
And I'm assuming that he was brought back with the understanding he was going to be the guy after Breeze.
Yeah.
I
Drew
don't know.
Brees back to the Chargers.
Huh?
Drew Brees back to the Chargers.
Do the Saints re-sign Taysom?
Is he a free agent?
I think so.
I don't see why they don't. I feel like they're the only people.
Yeah,
that really
I
know
mean,
how to
for
use
how Sean Payton uses them, I don't see why they wouldn't.
them. Yeah.
They're going to trade Alvin Kamara.
You think so?
Yeah.
Is Latavius Murray just going to be their number 1?
They'll probably bring in a back to do the receiving.
Yeah, but they are not using Kamara at all anymore.
He has what? They showed it on the game yesterday. Like last year he had 20 red zone receptions and 5 touchdowns, and this year he has like 4 or 5 red zone receptions and 0 touchdowns.
He had 18 touchdowns last year. He has 2 this year.
Yeah.
I wonder why.
Then they only throw the ball to him like behind the line of scrimmage, and they just expect him to.
Yeah, but even him rushing last year and the year prior, he was pretty good.
Yeah.
There's a reason.
Which
why.
I mean, I
do
never saw
something.
him as like a between the tackles runner, but
Yeah.
yeah, I mean he'd been effective obviously before this year.
Steelers sign him
I saw people talk about a potential Kamara trade.
for the Steelers.
Well,
Just in
somebody
general.
from the Steelers said, "Would you?" I mean, not from the Steelers, but a Steeler
Twitter.
fan said, "Would you be interested in trading for Alvin Kamara?"
Imagine the Steelers. Would
Yeah.
you guys want us to trade for Kamara?
PR Burt.
Yeah.
All right,
Also,
so
before we get into the Steelers, I just want to get your opinion on this. I got an alert about it. Mad Bum wants $100 million deal. You're not getting that, bro.
no,
Maybe $100 million in like
10 years.
pesos.
You should have hit free agency earlier.
Yeah, about 2 years earlier.
Let me see what that would be.
100 million pesos.
Yeah.
Probably like.
Pretty sure $1 is like, or 1 peso is like, I think like 5 cents. So
Oh God,
So divided by 20.
that'd be like 1 billion pesos.
1 mil, 100. No, not 1 million. 100 million. How many zeros is that? 3, 3.
8.
Math. Quick
Yeah.
math.
That would be $5,197,410.60.
Now we're talking.
That's it. Jeez.
Who's going to sign him? Because the
$100
team I
million?
originally said got Hamels.
I hope not the Cardinals.
Sarge just sent me another nude. I don't know. Some idiot that's going to pay him money.
The Phillies.
I can see the Phillies being dumb. They don't trust anyone on that roster anymore, I don't think.
Phillies desperation mode.
Yeah. Seriously.
Anyway, we're not even on baseball anymore.
Yeah, screw baseball.
Now the Steelers.
Yeah, so the Steelers with another win yesterday. They do to 8-5. Haven't had a losing season in 16 years now. Or in a year under Mike Tomlin. But obviously, that happening this year is a little bit more impressive than in
Very.
past years.
Yeah.
Um,
Going more than 8-8 is very impressive.
I mean, when we're sitting at 0-3,
I said the team would be 8-8 at the end of the year.
made the trade. Obviously, well, they made the trade for Minka when they were 0-2, but they lost the
For a-
following game as well.
Giving up a top 5 pick, by the way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a top 5 pick. It was the successor to Ben with that pick.
Totally.
All these other things, and now they're probably going to be picking in the 20s. So,
Yeah, I mean, as of right now, I think they'd have the 21st.
or they're not to
pick.
be picking, but they're picked. They owned was to be in the 20s.
Yeah, I think they own the 21st pick or something, or their pick will be the 21st pick that the Dolphins will own.
Crazy.
As far as the game yesterday, though, obviously Deontay Johnson's the big storyline from the game.
Yeah.
But Joe Hayden with 2 more picks. It was just nice to see a splash play on special teams because we've been lacking it for years. Really, since Antonio Brown, they had him doing punt returns.
The last punt return from somebody that isn't named Antonio Brown was 2007. It was Antonio Holmes.
Yeah. I remember seeing and that was another, for whatever reason, we always have to have one of our best receivers returning punts. We can't find a guy to specialize in that. We had him on the roster.
Yeah.
In Deontay Spencer and let him go.
Yeah. For
To
Ryan
keep Ryan
Switzer.
Switzer.
Great guy. Sucks
Is he
at
even
punt
active?
returns.
Hmm?
Switzer.
Didn't he get hurt?
What about him?
Is he hurt? Or is
Yeah,
he
he's on
active?
IR.
Oh, okay.
But his Steelers career has to be over.
Oh, yeah.
They can't bring him back next year
No shot.
because you're probably adding another receiver somewhere. And you're talking the receiver room could be Juju,
Ruggs.
Deontay, James, Deion Kane.
Dude, he's looked good.
Insert draft pick.
What, 5 targets for Deion Kane, 33-yard completion, 5-yard on a first down completion, 22-yard completion, DPI.
Yeah.
He's looked good.
Yeah, and that's the thing. He was obviously big school, Clemson.
Yeah.
I liked him coming out. It was just he tore his knee up, and he struggled with some drops, and that was kind of it in Indianapolis. He'd been on the practice squad, but the potential's there.
Yep.
So you're really talking about for next year, Switzer would be competing with whoever we draft probably if we draft a receiver, bring him in free agency.
Dez.
The Steelers still seem to like Johnny Holton in his role with special teams as well.
Sure.
But at least he's not on the field really on offense
Yeah.
because of Deion Kane.
Yeah.
So
Man can't catch.
I just pray that if Ruggs is available in the second round and there's literally no one better, at either lineman or something like that, please take him.
well, Alabama, Mike Tomlin's going to be doing the scouting on him. All the coaches are going to be at their pro day. I'm sure they'll be at the combine. They're going to do their due diligence. I'm sure.
He might not even be
The
there.
Alabama receivers.
They might have 2 first-round wide receivers.
Yeah. The wide receiver class, though, it's so weird. The latest mock drafts I'm seeing don't even have Judy going until 12.
Really?
Yeah.
Do they have?
So-
Is he the first wide receiver still?
Yeah. Which would be very good for the Steelers because if you're talking about the receivers not starting to come off the board until close to halfway through the first.
Is in the mock drafts is the one from Colorado number 2?
No, C.D. Lamb.
Hmm.
LaVisca Chenault was actually still there when I did
Excuse me, what was that name?
when I did my mock draft.
Say
I don't know
that
if that's
again?
how it's pronounced. LaVisca Chenault.
Let me give you another fun name at wide receiver. It's a USC wide receiver.
I feel like I may have heard this one.
USC?
Yeah.
Who's the other USC receiver besides Pittman?
Where's he at? Amon-Ra St. Brown. His mom is a Miss Universe.
Take him. We need her at Hines. Sure.
It's not gonna be
Sorry,
Heinz
whatever
anymore.
Heinz is going to be
Yeah.
called.
Pretty sure his mom.
Hunts.
Pretty sure whenever BYU played USC, they mentioned that.
Listen, I want to say this now. If whoever takes the naming rights of Heinz and they take the ketchup bottles off, please, for the love of God, invest in a new big screen. That's the one thing I hate about that stadium.
Yeah. I'm just in it. Like, I just can't picture it not being Heinz in, like, the red zone when they put the ketchup pour onto the scoreboard. Like, yeah. I mean, honestly, my guess is still going to be UPMC. The hospitals have so much money. And obviously in Pittsburgh, that's... I don't know. What else could it be?
Hunts.
What other company has money to toss around?
Seven Springs.
Oh, man.
Could you imagine? Oh, my God. That's amazing.
Seven Springs Stadium.
Yeah.
Seven Springs Fieldhouse.
Heading to
Well, it's not a
Triple
house.
S.
Triple S Field.
Seven Springs Stadium Field.
Just have Bob
Rivers
Nutting.
Casino Field.
Just have Bob Nutting own a monopoly over all Pittsburgh sports.
Imagine if the Meadows buys the naming rights.
The fans would love it.
Yeah.
The Meadows.
Yeah. The Meadows Stadium.
I still think the two best names are UPMC. Well, I guess three best names. UPMC,
Highmark.
Highmark, but there is already a Highmark
Highmark
Stadium.
Highmark Field.
But for me, I would say US Steel Stadium.
Ooh. I do
I
like that.
just think it's too good with the
Yeah.
Steelers.
I didn't think about that. I like that.
I mean, it would fit. Do they have the money to?
I really
I
like
think
the
they're
Seven
the
Springs.
naming
thing.
rights.
They're big. They're like
They're
the
one of the
biggest
bi-
steel
yeah.
productions in the country.
They're one of the biggest, like, companies in the country.
Mm.
I think they're fifth. Maybe
Yeah.
in the world.
All right. Well, announce it. So yeah, obviously showdown with Buffalo now, pretty much for fifth place for the time being at least. On Sunday night, supposed to get snow, so that'll be interesting.
I kind of want to go.
I think it plays
gonna be
to the
expensive.
Steelers' advantage. I mean, Buffalo plays a pretty similar style. That they don't do their damage on offense really in the passing
They're
game.
going to need to stop the run.
Us or
Yeah, us.
yeah.
Because Singletary's been doing pretty well
Yeah, and I mean Frank Gore is still
there.
somehow a productive player.
Yeah.
Josh Allen can obviously do some things with his legs.
That makes it sound weird.
Devin Hodges can make some plays with his legs though too.
Apparently.
So I mean, yeah, the offense is going to be on the ground. I
That
mean,
duck can waddle.
you're looking at probably like a 16-13 game, something like that. Like I don't see either team.
So you're
hitting
telling
any
me to
points.
take the under?
Snow with those offenses and those defenses. You're talking about two defenses that are top 5, two offenses that are bottom 10.
Really?
I'm gonna guess the over under is probably gonna be set around 38 or 39.
I'd still be willing to take the under. Whoo, tickets are a minimum $80. That's not that bad.
Yeah,
Are you going next week?
yeah, I'm going with Crouton.
It's gonna be cold.
It is. It's supposed to snow too. So next weekend's supposed to
That
snow like
sucks.
both days.
Please
I hope it's
wear
a
the
blizzard.
Color Rush uniforms.
I think
They
Both
will.
teams. I want the Bills to wear theirs too.
The blue?
Oh,
No, the red.
the red of their color.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I like those jerseys.
Isn't
I
that,
do too.
did they just wear them yesterday though?
Did they?
I
No.
think
Did they? I don't think so.
Yeah, they did.
Oh, yeah.
Because he
yeah.
got juked out.
and
in
they
that
wore the
uniform.
all blue on Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, I mean, every week you could say this is the biggest game of the season for the Steelers
Besides week
at
17.
this point.
But this
Yeah.
really
But, like,
is.
yeah. I mean, there's a reason it's flexed to Sunday Night Football. So,
Yeah.
which the only other game that I thought potentially would be the Texans Titans, but the Steelers Bills ratings are going to be much higher than those would be
That's two.
because of the fan bases.
Yeah, it's two bigger markets anyway.
What got flexed out?
Minnesota and Chargers.
Well, yeah, whatever.
Thank you, Chargers.
Who's the Chargers' backup quarterback?
Tyrod.
Oh, really?
Oh, wow.
And then
Former
the
Buffalo
third
Bill.
is Easton Stick
What?
from North Dakota.
Is that really his name?
Yeah.
Why isn't
From
he a
North
hockey
Dakota
player?
State.
It was the guy right after Wentz.
Why is he not a hockey player?
There's a
Easton
video.
Stick.
There's a video of him dribbling a football.
Oh,
like a
that's who that
basketball.
was?
Yeah.
Okay.
We They're showing on the TV highlights of Emmanuel Sanders, and we told Anthony to start Sanders or to start Mack instead of Sanders.
I thought you meant Miles Sanders.
Oh no, Emmanuel.
Oh, so I told my buddy this week to choke because he already had a playoff spot locked up, and I needed to sneak in.
What am I doing with my phone?
I don't know. And I'm like, just bench. Everyone put in your entire bench. And he put Emmanuel Sanders in. And I had a heart attack when I saw how many points he had. It was like 30.
So my receivers in the league are Julio Jones, DJ Moore, Deontay Johnson, Emmanuel Sanders.
Oh, my
I
God.
started 2 of them.
Yeah.
Guess which 2 I started? Julio Jones and DJ Moore.
Oh.
But I
Julio
still,
Jones still
I'm
did
going to
well.
go 4-0. So I'm
weird,
advancing
weird
playoffs.
flex.
I need like 3 points from Wentz in the lead and 3 points from Saquon in the lead.
Oh,
And I'll be
you're-
undefeated this week. But yeah, next time we talk to you guys, the Steelers will either be in the first wild card or potentially if the Titans win. Well, no, because I think I wonder if we have the advantage over the Texans.
I don't know.
If the Titans end up taking that division lead and the Texans fall to
Well,
the same
how do we have the advantage over the Titans right now?
Better.
conference record.
Yeah.
Should I look at what the
So-
Texans conference record is?
Add in 1 win for us and 1 loss for the Texans.
Okay.
'Cause-
So, non-conference. So the
Or, I'm
non-conference
sorry,
games.
No, it'd be a loss for both of us.
So
sorry.
the non-conference games don't even matter.
No.
Okay. So they are 1-0, 2-0,
Because if we win, it wouldn't matter. So that would be kind of pointless.
3-0, 3-1,
I'm just trying to figure out if we're out of the playoffs temporarily with a
4-1,
loss.
5-1,
Temporary.
5-2, 6-2, 7-2, 7-3.
Texans are?
Yeah.
Okay. Steelers 1-2, 2-2, 3-2, 4-2.
Why were you whispering and then it just escalated to get louder?
Because
So we're the same.
We're both 7-3.
Yeah.
So it's a tiebreaker after that.
Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, wait, no. We only have 6 wins.
Hmm.
So I mean, it's less games though. So how does that work? Temporarily, I guess they would be in front of us, but they must play 1 less. Yeah, because they play the.
They play the Saints.
No,
Or-
it's about the Texans. They play the same division, Buccaneers.
Yeah.
So yeah, and we play all AFC teams. So they've played 1 more against the conference for right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
So I don't even know. I guess they would, for the time being, go into the wild card over us if we both lost and had the same record.
I would assume.
But
Yeah.
So we're rooting for the Texans, really.
yeah. And to be honest, with the way the Titans are rolling, and the Texans really
I'd rather
aren't.
play the Texans.
I mean, would you rather play the Texans right now in the playoffs?
How did the Texans beat the Patriots? Like, I know the Patriots don't have offense, but
Yeah.
still.
They just went off.
I don't know. For 1 week, the Texans' defense was good. That defense, it's hilarious. I mean, they can do whatever they want. They can have fun. That's fine.
Yeah.
But it's just funny. They show up with, like, the SWAT uniforms and the average Joes, and that defense sucks.
Yeah. Bad.
Like, you just lost to the Broncos.
All right,
Joe
well,
Flacco-less Broncos.
Drew Lock looks like
Tristan
he's only
Jari
2
is the
games,
NHL
but-
second star of the week.
Cool. Do they get a bonus or anything for that?
I don't think so.
I don't know why it matters.
they just statue.
Yeah.
All right. So anyway, rock around the 412 year 2. Check out our pinned tweet on Twitter and look at all the information. Get involved before this Saturday because that's when it ends. We're actually going to go pick up some stuff on Saturday. So anyway, get involved with that if you want to. Every single dollar goes to the families and all the prizes, which include like 6 different jerseys, 2 pairs of Penguin tickets, a pair of Pirate tickets, a jersey, Total Sports gift card. I think that's it.
Yeah.
Pretty sure. So all those prizes, obviously. Around the 412 is sponsored by Teats Barbershop. Open 10 to 7 Tuesday through Friday and Saturday 9 to 4. Teats Barbershop is located at 180 Brighton Avenue, Rochester, PA. Every single Tuesday, he does $5 off for military personnel, first responders, and nurses. He's also got Teats Christmas Drive going on right now through December 20th, where if you take a toy, a monetary donation, clothes, whatever it might be, you get $5 off your next Terra service. Once again, Around the 412, part of the Pod Hub Network. Go check out the Pod Hub Network at podhubnetwork.com, and on social media, follow us at Around the 412 on Twitter and Instagram. If you're listening to this, wherever you might be listening to it, head on over to twitch.tv/aroundthe412 and hit the notification so you can come join us live next time and interact with us. And until then, bye-bye.